Go Math, Unit 4, Lesson 2. So this is 4.2. And in the previous lesson, we were talking about ratios. We're comparing two numbers. So whether we're talking about Julie's bracelets and Beth's bracelets, we're talking about bracelets. Well, if I compare two numbers that are not the equivalent, I don't have a ratio per se. I have what's known as a rate, and that's a unit rate. Think of this like miles per gallon. On your car, you might say I get 20 miles per gallon. So for every gallon of gas I put in my car, I can drive 20 miles. So if I put 4 gallons of gas in my car, at a 20-to-1 ratio, I can go 80 miles, right? But that miles per gallon, I'm comparing miles and gallons, and those are two different things. So I would find that I have a rate, a unit rate. For example, another example, if I bought shirts and they were 4 shirts for $20, we could break that down and we go, okay, well, if I'm buying 4 shirts for $20, how much does 1 shirt cost me? What is the unit rate, the one singular unit? The unit rate, well, if it's 4 shirts for $20, each one costs $5. I divide 20 by 4, and I find that it's a 5-to-1 unit rate, $5 per shirt. Per shirt. Now I've got it down to 1 unit. So again, if I'm talking about my rate, and let's just say I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 pizzas for $16. I'm comparing pizzas and money. That's two different things. So because I'm comparing them, I'm going to get a unit rate. My unit rate, how much is 1 pizza? Well, I want to simplify it. Now I know 2 pizzas for $16. If I divide each by 2, I would get 1 pizza for $8. Or $8 per pizza. So that per tells me I have a unit rate, right? $8 per pizza. So if I go to the book, I'm going to see a question that looks like this. Restaurant sells veggie burgers at a rate of $4 for 1 burger. So 2 things I'm comparing. I'm comparing money and I'm comparing burgers. So I need a unit rate. What rate gives the cost of 5 veggie burgers? Now, I know that I can make, well, a rate of $4 per 1 burger. And I want to find that as 5 burgers. So I might say money and I might say burgers. Now, if I'm comparing multiples of the same unit and I have a unit rate that's consistent, I might make it easy on myself and just do this. And you'll see I've turned it into a table. I have labels, money and burgers. So as long as I'm putting burgers where burgers go and money where money goes, it doesn't really matter. But I know that I have $4 for 1 burger, and I want to know how much the cost of 5 veggie burgers is. Well, 1 times 5 gives me 5, and 4 times 5, because whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top, is $20. Well, what if I said, well, I'm walking around, I got a lot of money, let's say I have $60 and I just need some veggie burgers. How many veggie burgers can I buy for $60? Well, I know that my unit rate is 4 for 1. Well, 60 divided by 4, well, I know that there's 4 times 15 gives me 60. So 1 times 15, I can buy 15 burgers for $60. My table really plays out here. But then I want to ask myself, now I have a unit rate and I have my equivalent, so I want to ask myself, what is it actually asking me for? It says write the rate for 5 burgers. So the rate for 5 burgers using words, as a fraction, and with a colon. I want to write it 3 different ways. I don't know why, they just want you to be proficient. So, I can buy, right here, 5 burgers for $20. As a fraction, I can buy 5 burgers for $20, 5 over 20. And with a colon, I can buy 5 burgers for $20. And again, be very careful with the wording, because in here they're asking burgers for money. So I want to put burgers to money. I can buy 5 burgers for $20. I can't buy 20 burgers for $5. So you really want to be careful how they're wording the answer that they want. When in doubt, this is pretty safe. Write it out with words, because even if you mix them up, which you really shouldn't do, but even if you mix them up, you can still get your point across and technically be correct. So again, a ratio is comparing two numbers using division. A unit rate compares two things that are not the same, like miles and gallons, or money and shirts. Comparing those two and getting it down to one single rate, that's our unit rate.